Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today we're gonna kind of go over the video that I made 1 year ago, my favorite weight loss video. I want to A, update you, B, just chat with you, and C, I want to go over that spell again. If you have never seen that video, we're gonna go all over that spell again and we're gonna start doing it again. You know, it's summer, hot girl summer, am I right? So we gotta be doing our spells. Before I begin this video, I just want to give a little bit of a warning. If you have a history of eating disorders, or if you are currently struggling with one or think that you're struggling with one, I would highly recommend just not watching this video, not doing this spell. It's best to get your head straight, to get your mindset in the right place, to look at your health and to look at things such as weight loss and fitness before we approach this subject. And the reason why I'm giving that disclaimer is because that video that I made was one of my least favorite ones I've ever made. I kept it up because it was so popular, but what made me so upset was some of the comments were just so sad to read. For example, I had like a 13-year-old boy commenting and also messaging me asking if the spell could work. I also want to give that disclaimer. If you are like under the age of, I'd say like 20, but definitely if you're like under the age of 18, your body is still growing. Weight loss may or may not be a good goal for you. You're going to gain weight as you get older, so I just want to clarify that. If you are watching this as a young person, work with your doctor, ask them where you stand, if you're healthy, you know, work with your doctor. I would not recommend this if you're still growing up or if you have an eating disorder. Now that we got that out of the way, let's just talk about it. That spell really worked for me and I hope it worked for you if you watched it and you tried it. It's really good, and I want to talk about how it's so interesting how to like just see spells unfold, and I feel like they unfold within divine timing. Another thing I want to add to that spell, first let's go over it. The spell is this: you have a glass of water or a cup or whatever. This one has lemon in it, and specifically has to be water because water is associated with health, it's associated with abundance, you know. This would not work with soda because the energy of soda is not healthy, okay? So it has to be water. Or, you know, it could even be like, no, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be water, okay? Not juice. Juice is not healthy for you unless you need the vitamins, but it has to be water. And then you speak your positive intentions into it after letting go of any limiting beliefs. So a limiting belief is something like, oh, my metabolism's so slow, blah, blah, blah. If you keep repeating beliefs like that to yourself, or, oh, I can't control my cravings, you're going to work against the spell. Because with the spell, we're going to be speaking positive affirmations. So we're speaking to the water because water's energy changes when you speak to it. This has been scientifically proven. They put water in different whatever and then frequencies, I don't know, something with science, but we're doing that with this. We are telling the water, I am fit, I am healthy. And guys, this time around, I am doing this spell for fitness, not weight loss, okay? So yeah, we're there now, we're there. You just speak your positive intentions into the water after letting go of your limiting beliefs, and then you drink the water and it's like you're drinking your affirmations and then it becomes a reality. That's the premise of the spell. It is highly, highly effective. Now, before we even begin that, I want every single person here to clarify to the water, clarify to the universe and to yourself that you are doing this spell for your greater good and for the greater good of all. That is a practice that I don't talk about that often, but it is always something I do. When I am doing any reading, any spell, you must clarify before you begin that you are doing this for your greater good and the greater good of all. And let me tell you why. I did not clarify this intention in my video last year, and I had a lot of funny comments about people who did this spell. One girl in particular, she said she did this spell and then immediately after she just so happened to catch food poisoning and she lost a ton of weight, and that's something that can happen. You know, the universe is neutral. It's gonna listen to what you want, it's gonna listen to what you're trying to manifest, and it's gonna bring it into your life. So you must clarify for your greater good, otherwise this spell could work too well and you get yourself sick. So I just want to clarify that right off the bat. Make sure you do that whenever you're doing any type of magic or manifesting. That is what I did a year ago off camera, and throughout the year there's been slow, gradual changes for me. For me personally, I'm going to talk about my weight here, and guys, I just want to clarify, everyone's body is different. I don't want you to feel bad if your weight is different from mine. I also don't want you to judge me if your weight is a lot different than mine, but you know, everyone's bodies are built differently. We all live in different areas of the world with different, you know, food and exercise regimens, etc. So when I did that spell last year, I was 150 pounds, and you know, obviously that is, you know, not a bad number, but for me me personally, for how tall I am and for the way my body is built, that was like a bit chubby for me, and I just didn't feel like my healthy self. I wanted to get down to 130 because I remembered feeling really good when I was at that weight. And believe it or not, ever since I did that spell, I lost the 20 pounds. And you know, the universe works in mysterious ways. I said in the video last year that this spell will work regardless of whether you go to the gym. Obviously, if you want to be like a bodybuilder, you would have to go to the gym. You know, we're not being unrealistic here. Or you could do the spell and then suddenly feel like, you know what, I want to exercise, I want to go to the gym. It works with your physical environment, and when you do this spell, yes, you might have some weight loss on its own, but you will also feel guided to make changes, and that is exactly how spell work happens. And one of the most important components in doing magic, in manifesting, using the law of attraction, whatever your belief system is that you listen to your intuitive nudges and you take action on them, because sometimes the magic happens by giving you these instincts to make a change, or these feelings that you want to do something. And if you ignore those instincts and feelings, well, you're kind of ignoring the magic and it'll be slower to manifest. So throughout the year, what had happened was I was given a free brand new Fitbit, and that really encouraged me to just get up and move more often. I ended up losing it, unfortunately, but while I had it, it really made a big difference. And I noticed that in particular helped me avoid the winter weight gain. I gain weight in the winter, like every single winter. It's just how my body works and where I live, you know, not much to do in the winter. And then I was also very much guided 2 months after I did that spell to become a vegan. Now, I haven't been perfect. I have eaten cheese and dairy here and there, you know, I recently even. So that's kind of another reason why I want to do this spell again, stay on top of things. But becoming vegan really did help me. That was like the biggest thing that made me lose weight. I lost 10 pounds right off the bat with that. Also, I've had a lot of experiences since I filmed that, or opportunities rather, to climb mountains, like literally hike up mountains. And you know, those are like incredibly fat burning experiences. I don't know if you ever hiked up a mountain, but yeah, it'll burn some calories, that's for sure. Definitely not an easy feat. So yeah, all of those things combined, I lost 20 pounds. Now, eventually, once I got down to like 130, I quickly realized that the way my body is built, that's not really a good weight for me. So I gained like 5 or 8 pounds back, because what had happened was I was like really shaky, and like, you ever like not have enough sugar or something and you get like a little dizzy standing up? It just wasn't, I didn't feel healthy at that weight, so I gained some weight and now I feel fantastic. However, I'm doing the spell again because, you know, yeah, I'm at the weight that I want to be at, but girl, I want to be fit. I want arm muscles, okay? Like, I want to have the ability to open my own jar of pickles without asking a man for help. It is 2021. We are done with the toxic patriarchy. I want to open my own jars, my own bottles of things. I have no upper body strength right now, okay? So we're gonna change that. First off, let's let go of that limiting belief, okay? I am strong. I am independent. I can open my own jars, okay? Speaking it into the water, this is how the spell works. I am strong, I am muscular, I am fit, I am toned. I'm no longer doing this spell for weight loss, I'm now doing it for fitness, okay? Cheers to that. If you want to do this spell for weight loss, go for it. If you feel like you're at an okay weight and you want to do this for fitness, go for it. If you want to do it for a little bit of both, go for it. Whatever your fitness body goals are, first off, keep them realistic. Second off, make sure health is the main priority. I don't want you to do this spell to take my beautiful spell and use it for some unrealistic beauty standard. Absolutely not. I forbid it. You're not doing that, and so it is. It won't work if you try doing that, okay? We are using this spell for health only, and for confidence, and for feeling like our best, strongest, healthiest selves. And you know, looking good comes along with that. Am I right? Am I right? To recap, get your glass of water, your bottle of water, whatever the case may be. Put some lemon in it, whatever. This spell will not work that well for soda, juice, things like that, because they just don't have the frequency of health. Water has the frequency of health, and that's why it works. And you're gonna speak your positive intentions into the water, changing the energy of the water. I am fit, I am healthy, I am strong, I am toned, I look like a model, I am the best looking I have ever been my entire life, okay? Speaking to the water as if it's taking on the energy, because it is. Then you're just gonna drink the water how you normally do. You don't have to chug the water if you're not thirsty. Like, literally just drink it when you're thirsty, guys. And you can do the spell as often as you want whenever you remember to do it. Whenever you're drinking water, do the spell. Last year, I was doing the spell with like almost every glass glass of water I was drinking for about a week or two. And then after that, my attention span isn't that great. So I stopped. You don't have to do this spell forever. Just do it for a while whenever you remember, and then naturally you're gonna forget to do it, or you're just gonna, move on and whatever. It'll still work regardless, and it will keep working afterwards. Like I said, I only did this spell for like a week, 2 weeks, whenever I remembered, at least once a day I would say, and then it kept working for the rest of the year, and now I feel guided to do it again. The spell has worn off, I guess. So yeah, just with all things magic or law of attraction, use your intuition, do what feels right to you, really follow your own instincts. Whenever you feel guided to do this spell, do it. Again, make sure your intentions are in the right spot. We are doing this for health. If you're under the age of 18, your body's still growing, keep that in mind. Really gotta listen to your doctor, not unhealthy beauty standards, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate every single one of you. I'm so grateful for this beautiful little community here on YouTube. This is like my only outlet for talking about magic and tarot readings and things like that, so I would be happy to have you here. Bye.